I'm Jim,
I'm Corey,
and we are Nouveau Gypsies.
and we just got back from a bicycle trip of Hawaii Big Island.
It was awesome. We're throwing out a 3-part series on this trip. We're going to do gear, logistics, and then talk about our trip.
Join us on this adventure.
Hi friends, I thought we would just give you an overview of the trip that we took. Our apologies to our Hawaiian friends because I'm probably going to absolutely massacre the pronunciation of Hawaiian place names, but here we go. We started off quite near the airport at Kona, and we rode north.
Across the lava field.
Yeah, and this is a bit of a climb up here.
Into Hawaii.
Yeah, and then we went along to the Pololu Valley, which was gorgeous, and then back. And then this was quite a solid climb. We got up over 3,500 feet and then down into Waimea, down to Honoka'a, and then carrying on down the east coast to Hilo, and we hung out in Hilo for a few days. And then down, this road looked really good, but
And this is the road that was covered with lava, so we had to find another way down to the beach road.
it was killer downhill too. I don't know where it went, but then we went up to Isaac Hale Beach Park, and then down, and this used to be the end of the road. You can see the lava flow there, but because we were on bicycles, we were able to go across there, and this was the most challenging part of the whole trip. We climbed about 4,000 feet over 20 miles of solid grinding. So that was a good solid climb. And we spent a few days in Volcanoes National Park. And we went downhill.
Very quickly.
Going like the dickens. That's at sea level again, and then we're climbing some more. And we weren't going this fast, but just pretend. And all the way back to close the loop. Then we hung out in Kona for a while. Up for our first day of actual cycle touring. We've been in Kona for a few days, just getting our feet on the ground, getting our shopping done, getting everything organized. And we feel we're ready to go. We have our panniers full. And of course, as always, everything will shake into the place where it really belongs. So we're going to be riding in a very few minutes. Just stopping for a drink along the way. We decided to go north because we knew it would be flat with just really gentle hills with a great shoulder. If you look over there, there's a lot of traffic, but people have been really respectful and aware of bikes, so it really hasn't been a problem at all. But it's a beautiful morning this morning. Humidity is a little high and we are not used to this, so we need some water. We got kind of wrong-footed. When we came here, we thought, oh, it's January, won't have any problem at all with camping sites. We didn't factor New Year's Eve into this, and so tonight we don't have a place booked to stay. So we're thinking, oh, maybe somewhere along the side of the road we can just kind of find a little stealth camping place. This type of lava rock is called a'a, and it's called a'a because that's what you say when you walk around on it. So it's looking a little sketchy to set a tent up on. We'll have to see what the universe provides further down the road. But right now, anyways, it'll work out, always does, but the a'a is not looking very hospitable for tenting. We've made it to Spencer Beach, about 25-30 miles north of our starting place, and Chef Corina is working on the dish of the day,
Which is peanut butter and banana burritos, tortillas, food. It's our breakfast. Well, look what we collected going along the road.
Not a welcome addition. Well, it's been a long day. We've cycled quite a ways. We got wrong-footed with our campsite, so we're just trying to find a place, and this is going to work. It's 4:14. It's probably Got another good solid hour of sunshine, of daylight, but this is going to be our campsite for the night. Looking out over the bay. Oh, there's a whale right there. Yeah, we've been watching the whales. So a bit of dinner, stealthily set up our tent, and we'll be away in the morning with our no trace, nothing but footprints.
Woo! So this is our New Year's a little bit early because we're not going to make it to midnight.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! So we were cycling along this morning and we came across Lapakahi State Historical Park, and we thought we'd come down and have a look, and it is just gorgeous down here. So we're really glad we stopped. Okay, so this apparently is a game that they used to play, like checkers. We're not quite sure how to play it ourselves, but
I'm winning.
good for you.
Killing you here.
Well, you're not letting me play, that's why.
Everyone's got an excuse. 4-0, my favor.
Ha! I think that's the end of this.
Oh, it's 6. Spam musubi, a local delicacy. This is my first try at it, so here goes. I like it. I'm a hungry cycle tourist. Factor that in.
So after a 9-mile ride out of Hovey to the end of the highway, this is what we're greeted with. Absolutely spectacular.
And of course, one of the advantages of bicycle touring is wherever you are, that's your breakfast place, that's your home. So we did a little cook up here. We have some coffee, some instant oats. It's a little warm for both, but anyways, you can't beat the view. Tributes to King Kamehameha. He's the Hawaiian chieftain that united all the tribes, and he was a powerful politician and a powerful warrior. If you look up there, man, he's a pretty buff looking dude. I'm thinking if they ever do a movie, we get to rock in for that one. And Dwayne, don't sweat the flowing locks, man. Wardrobe will hook you up. It always pays to kind of think ahead and get some local intel. The track ahead is Google Maps recommended route. We're on bicycles, so we'll push up it, no problem. The rent-a-car people would not be happy if you took your rent-a-car up here. Asphalt ho! Hard to tell here, but this is pretty steep uphill. We're in our granny rings and just kind of churning away. It's going to be like this for the morning. Oh, there's an altitude sign.
I think we've got about 15 miles of uphill.
Okay. That'll get us warmed up for the morning. It's a beautiful road. Not much of a shoulder, but traffic has been really respectful. Slowing down when they go by and making sure it's safe to pass. This here's cattle country. Lots of Black Angus up here in the Highlands. Morning, moose! Important to greet your neighbors cheerily. cinder cones up ahead. The lush, rolling, green pasture land. And the luscious Corina. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Keep those bikes a rolling. Ride! What are you mooing for?
Cows over there watching us.
Oh, okay, you gotta move the cows. Moo.
Curious cows.
You're wondering what the hell we're doing. I'm wondering what the hell we're doing. We are at the highest point we're probably going to be in our entire tour around Hawaii. And it looks like we're at 3,564 feet, 1,086 meters. So we've been climbing for, I don't know, not quite 3 hours, but it's been a grind. It's been going along. Quite often people ask us about bike touring and they ask us, well, isn't the climbing hard? Like, isn't that really killer? You know, how can you possibly enjoy that? And the simple answer is all just, you know, a state of mind. Hills are really just a state of mind. And the great thing about hills, I hear more traffic coming, I'm going to pause. Is that, you know, they're a good workout, and they're kind of like the friend that, you know, you lend money to and they always pay it back and you don't have to chase them for it. You go up a hill, you always know you're going to come down a hill on the other side. So, you know, you kind of get that payback. Wind, on the other hand, is a little more capricious. It's like the friend that you lend money to and then don't see them forever and you gotta chase them for it. Hardly ever seems like you have a helping wind, almost seems like you have a hindering wind. But again, I guess it's really just a state of mind. My thought typically is that wind is evil.
So we made it to the scenic lookout on the top of the mountain road, and this is what we're seeing. A lot of fog. Well, we're not going to get sunburnt today.
Actually, there's a bit of fog in there too. You can kind of taste the sulfur a bit.
Okay.
It's not as good as it sounds.
Oh, okay. And here we go in the rain. It finally came. Grandma D, you were supposed to be doing this better.
I knew she was gonna jinx me.
Well, it took quite a few days before it happened. It could be something else.
Yeah, you were tempting the gods.
Oh, sorry about that.
One of the real perks about bicycle touring is it's so easy to stop. We just cycled along this bridge and we came back and walked across it just because, honestly, are you kidding me? This is just like on nobody's tourism brochure or anything like that, but it's just gorgeous.
So here we are driving up the saddle road because we didn't really feel like riding our bikes up here. So today we rented a car, and here is our driver, Jim. Say hi, Jim.
It's a little quicker than our bicycles.
Wow.
And we just didn't feel that we had the legs right now to cycle all the way up to Mauna Kea as a day trip. And so this was like, we rented the manager special at Hertz for the cheapest car rental we could find, and they gave us a Camaro SS. So I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're in the silliest car I could have thought of, and away we go.
Yay! And this is so much faster than our bikes. It's kind of scary. So there is our destination up ahead. Today is a gorgeous day, and one of the only days we've been able to see the top of Mauna Kea because there's always cloud on it, it seems.
So there's a whole bunch of telescopes up there and an astronomy center that we wanted to check out, but you'll also notice there's a lot of snow, so we packed every stitch of winter clothing that we have with us, and hopefully it's enough.
Here we are at Coconut Island, where we've decided we're going to hang out for a little while and just enjoy the beautiful day.
Words of wisdom, don't try this at home, kids. On the busy roads, a lot of times it just makes sense to be a pedestrian when you're crossing over. Oh, against the light, she's fearless. Oh, and found the rest of my tripod. Good job, sweetie.
Right here.
That
There you
is
go.
awesome.
Oh,
This is edible, so you can eat them. Yeah.
oh, nice. Thank you.
Just one or two. Make two, huh? So you can
Oh, thank you.
Yes, please. Oh, that's killer.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a thing I can put it inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got coconut all over my So here we are in the middle of the lava flow that happened in 2018. We were going to come a different way down to this coastal road, but apparently this lava flow had blocked off that road. They have made it so we can get through on this road. There's even some coconuts trying to grow out here. So here we are at Isaac Hale Beach Park, and the lava flow affected this as well. It looks like the lava went over half the park. So this looks like what used to be the campsites at Isaac Hale, and they're not being used anymore, and that is because the lava came right down here and covered most of them up. Not very good for camping there anymore.
Curse you, Google Maps.
We are about to go on the Chain of Craters Road. For bicycles, apparently it's not the end of the road. We'll see. So we're riding along the bottom part of the Chain of Craters Road. When we were here 15 years ago, this was blocked by lava. But since the 2018 flow on the other side of Kalapani, they've kept this open for an emergency escape route. It's a bit bumpy, but it's pretty nice going this morning, really.
And in theory, it's going to stop us from backtracking and take our 40-mile ride into a 20-mile ride. Mind you, a much tougher 20-mile ride. little rougher along here.
So we're walking out on this lava, and it's pretty new lava, and it's really crunchy.
In the sunshine, it's kind of speckling with all the minerals that have come to the top, and this type of lava is called pohoihoi, and it has a really kind of distinctive ropey kind of look to it. It's really easy to walk on, and the easy way to remember it is you say as you're walking along, and pohoihoi is way nicer to walk on. There's some really cool ropes over here. It's pretty desolate out here. It's really beautiful, but it's really quite desolate. The road's a little rough for us to be really comfortable biking on some of the way. Most of the way it was good. This does cut off about 30 miles from our other routes, so it's really worth it. And it's beautiful. Not that far, and but I'd hate to be stranded out here. There's no water, there's no shade, and you're in the middle of the sunshine and a hot, hot black surface. That is some tasty looking blacktop up ahead. So far our shortcuts worked out pretty good, but now comes the fun part. We're gonna go from about 40 feet, and by the time we get up to Volcanoes, it goes up way past that ridge. We're gonna climb about 4,000 feet, so it's gonna be a long time in the granny ring. All right, Cora, let's see your game face. Arrgh! Go right beside it, really close.
So we're walking the crater rim of Kilauea Caldera, and we can see some steam vents, and hopefully we'll get around to the edge where apparently you can actually see some lava bubbling up. That sounds pretty exciting.
I'm just gonna show the steam vents here. The Crater Rim Trail is really cool. There's all kinds of different features. One of them, or there's lots of them, the steam tubes that go along here, but the steam vents, pardon me, that go along here, they're kind of cool just to cruise past and just go, wow, okay.
Bit smelly too.
Yeah, a little sulfury, but I blame that on Corey.
No!
Sometimes it's just really good to lash out for a little bit of luxury. We're staying in this really cute little cozy camping cottage. There is tent camping just over there, and it looks really good actually. But as I convinced Corey, the little cabin here with our outside area and our bed and our nice heavy dooner and all that kind of stuff is about 10 times more comfortable than our little tent. And the cost of staying here is only 9 times more than in our tent, so it's good value. Anyways, just enjoying a little bit of luxury, comparative luxury. Glamping, not really. By far our most deluxe and adventurous camping meal. We have some sausages that we put a fire in the fire pit here. Corey's doing some veggies, and we're gonna have some mashed potatoes somehow, some way. We don't actually have that many pots, but we're gonna figure it out. Deliciousness.
So we rode down from Volcanoes National Park, 4,000 feet descent. That was pretty nice, but now we're going to have to climb again. It's always the way.
We thought we were doing so well. We were like smoking along. Now here's a taste of reality again.
Well, we have been told that this bakery makes the absolute best malasadas in all of Hawaii. So we're going to try them out.
We're cycling along the southern tip of Hawaii. It's one of the, well, right near the southern tip anyways. Beautiful lava flows here. We have one of those amazing days where we actually have a tailwind. So we've been doing some up and down. It's going to be a long day. We're kind of feeling it a little bit, but it's going on good. Yep, liking it. We hope you've enjoyed watching this content as much as we did creating it. If you're planning a bike tour of Hawaii Big Island, you may want to check out the gear and logistics videos we've posted. We'll provide a link. If you have any questions or comments, put them below and we'll get back to you. Click the like, flick the bell, and tick subscribe. To all of our fellow biking enthusiasts, keep the rubber side down.